Hi, this is David Arietta. Today I wanted to go over the most fundamental question that I get. I've been practicing in the area of estate planning since 1999, and no matter what year it is, I always get the same question, which is basically, do I need a will or do I need a trust? So let's look at that today. I usually just break it down into a couple different areas. Is the client single? Is the client married? Uh, do they have real estate? Do they have minor children? And those are all the factors that I kind of use on whether or not a will or trust is best. Uh, a trust is basically, in its purest form, is a contract that is made between yourself. You have a trustee appointed, you name it in the document, and then you have your beneficiaries. So you're basically putting certain property in trust for the transfer down the road. When you get incapacitated or deceased, your trustee comes into the picture to manage and distribute certain property and distribute per terms of the document to your beneficiaries. The benefit of a living trust that most people are trying to achieve is to avoid the probate process, which is basically a court process which determines the succession of property with a will or without a will. So for people in a trust situation, they're trying to avoid probate. So by that, I'm usually thinking, do they have real estate? If they have real estate, that's usually a common probate problem. That's definitely a tickler for me to suggest a trust. I also look at if there minor children involved, another tickler, because a trust is a great vehicle to set up what's called sub-trusts, or basically trusts that come into existence upon death. Your trustee can manage the money for the benefit of the beneficiary to a certain age, let's just say 30, 25. So another great use that a trust deals with. As a comparison, why would somebody want a will? A will is usually a situation maybe where the person maybe wants to start somewhere, hasn't made up their mind maybe on a trust, or their estate is just not large enough yet. Maybe they're not even married yet. No children, no wife, no husband. They just want to get something on paper, which is a good idea because you always want to confirm where your property now and in the future would go. So, I mean, a will doesn't expire. It can be good for the next 10 or 20 years or whenever. And fundamentally, what a will is doing, it's just basically stating anything in my name, where it's going to go, and you appoint what's called an executor, which is kind of like a trustee, but an executor is the one that would come in and administer your estate and make sure it's distributed properly pursuant to the terms of your will. So, to recap, the main considerations that I look at when I'm deciding between recommending a will and a trust. I look at does the client have real estate? I also look at how large their estate is. I look at, are they married? Do they have children? Do they have minor children? And so those are the main components that I look at whether or not a trust or a will is best for a client. If you have further questions, give us a call, 925-472-8000. I'd be happy to discuss options with you.